It may not show on the outside, but on the inside, their blood is in a constant fight. Every breath, every step, every day is a battle against pain, fatigue, and uncertainty. I'm Dr. Caroline Bundi, and I'm in Kampala, Uganda, and I'm on my way to meet someone who will share their experience of living with sickle cell disease.
Very many people think that sickle cell children cannot live past the age of 5. When they make 5 years, they will tell you past the age of 12 years, but I'm 23 years.
Welcome, Tracy.
Thank you so much.
When did you realize you had sickle cell disease? At what age?
My parents realized they had sickle cells at the age of 6. It was my teacher who told them. Sometimes I write slowly or I refuse to write.
And what other symptoms came up later that made them start to feel like there was something not okay?
They kept on taking me to hospital and diagnosing me with malaria, typhoid, all sorts of sicknesses. Until one big day when I fell sick and they took me to my mother's family doctor.
Sickle cell is an inherited blood disorder that affects the red blood cells which deliver oxygen to different parts of the body. This can lead to frequent infections, exhaustion, and swellings in the hand and the feet. It can also affect organs like the brain and the kidney. To develop sickle cell, most of the time, both parents have to carry the gene and pass it on to their baby. Before you settle down with your life partner, it's important for both of you to be tested for the gene. What does the treatment look like?
It is better. It is called hydroxyurea. I personally take 2 every day.
That sounds like a strict regimen. How do you manage to take the medication, especially when you were younger? Did it feel like a huge burden?
My parents were very open to me. So they told me, you are sick and you are supposed to take this medicine to be healthy. When I was young, the tablets were few, just 1 folic acid tablet and 1 multivitamin. But right now, I take the Vitap supplements, I take the hydroxyurea, I take the folic acid and the Fancida monthly.
The main symptoms in sickle cell disease are anemia, which is caused by the breaking up of the red blood cells and leads to children being pale and tired. Jaundice, which is the yellowing of the skin and the eyes. And recurrent, painful, severe crisis, which affects the chest, the hands, and the feet. How do you prevent the crisis? Are there any things that you do?
The best thing and the favorite thing is to take a lot of fluids. I personally take 3 liters of fluids, 2 of water and 1 of anything, milk, juice, any other thing. Then I take my medicine on time, avoiding extreme temperatures. That is extreme heat and extreme coldness.
Are there any do's and don'ts? Some things you do to make sure you don't have a crisis and some things you stay away from?
Anything can bring the crisis. Taking alcohol can bring the crisis. Being in cold weather can bring the crisis. Being in rain can bring the crisis. Stress can bring the crisis.
What are some of the general challenges that people living with sickle cell in Uganda experience?
We have 1 sickle cell referral. That is the Mulago Sickle Cell Clinic. These people concentrate more on the children. It feels like when you grow up, you have to stand on your own. We don't have any adult clinic. It restricts you from the occupations you're supposed to do, from the it restricts you from almost everything. So you get personal challenges. You have to think that, wait a minute, I have to be a lawyer. But I'm a teacher. Because why? I could not manage the low stress. The other challenge is about the myths. Some bosses, if you tell them you have sickle cells, they will not employ you.
Let's take a question from the DW Africa Facebook community. Prince Simwaka from Malawi asks, is it true that people with sickle cell thrive in malaria endemic areas? I wouldn't say they thrive in malaria endemic areas, rather they are less affected by malaria. And this is because due to the sickle shape of the red blood cell, the malaria parasite is not able to survive. Lily Lynn from Cameroon asks, can one manage sickle cell disease organically given the high cost of accessing healthcare? Well, I'm not really sure what you meant by organic. If you meant the herbal remedies, we don't usually recommend to go in that direction. However, if by organic you meant proper hydration and a good diet, well, that is very important, but it should also be used in conjunction with proper medical care. For instance, medications such as hydroxyurea. Some people think that you're not able to live a normal life. What do you have to say about that?
I think they're wrong. I believe I'm a living testimony. We grow up. I'm 23 years old. I know someone who is 63 years with sickle cells. So we can grow. We can actually live a healthy and better life. And we can get good jobs. I'm a teacher. I graduated. We can have kids. I'm a living testimony.
Thank you so much, Tracy, for sharing your inspiring story with us. And as you've seen, sickle cell can be a silent killer, but with the proper treatment, one can live a normal life. If you or someone you know has lived with sickle cell, please share with us their story in the comments below.